December 1973, and a massive venture begins for two of Britain's largest international contractors, Costain and Taylor Woodrow, together to design and build the world's biggest dry dock and ship repair facility, supervised for the ruler by Sir William Halcrow and Partners. Two huge breakwaters, three massive dry docks, workshops for ship repairs, a tank cleaning facility, and administrative buildings. An unusual feature, the whole design was to be carried out by the contractor, including civil engineering, buildings, dock gates, ship repair plant and machinery, and all the mechanical and electrical services. But the immediate job was to recruit staff, purchase plant and equipment, and appoint subcontractors and suppliers. It'd be a mammoth task. On the ground, too, was an immense amount of preparatory work. Piling for the ship lift was one of the first jobs. There was a crusher to provide the million tons of aggregate that would be needed. Casting work began to produce concrete staybits for the breakwaters. Foundations were laid for a giant casting yard, which would finally produce huge caissons for the dry dock walls. To reach across the desert to Wadi Hatta, the nearest source of good aggregate, 80 kilometres of new road had to be built, while at the coast, dredging for the harbour provided reclamation for a site for the ship repair facility building. Rock, 4 million tonnes of it for breakwaters and staybits, came from a quarry at Bayadat, 32 kilometres inland. It was needed early in the project, because breakwaters had to be built to shelter the marine work, including the delicate placing of the caissons. The rock was placed by two methods. The final breakwater shape was achieved by tipping rock trays with a crane. But the bulk of the rock underwater was placed by bottom dump barge. An island was created partway along the main breakwater so that construction could take place from both seaward and shore ends at the same time. In all, it took 5 million cubic metres of rock before both ends met and the breakwater was completed. On the breakwater's seaward side, a protective layer of 15-ton staybits, looking like pieces from some giant's game. Aggregate for the reinforced concrete works came from the quarry at Wadi Hatta, 112 kilometres from the site. Round the clock, night and day, the casting yard worked to form massive cellular boxes of concrete, the caissons which made up the walls of the docks. They were made by the slip form method. After the base is cast, a gantry is moved over it and a shutter is lowered. Then concrete is placed. The rig is raised on hydraulic jacks, more steel reinforcement fixed and more concrete poured. And so it goes. Pour and raise, pour and raise. With a deadline to meet, it's a punishing pace. 162 caissons were made at an average rate of 2 a week and delivered to the shiplift for launching.